Okay, so when you're drawing cartoon animals, you definitely want to keep things simple. And I'm going to show you some tricks on how I design cartoon creatures based on real creatures. So essentially I'm just going to look at the shape of his head. And to start off with, I'm just going to draw, let me make sure I'm on the right layer. To start off with, I'm just going to draw an oval, because he has a sort of oval shaped head here. So now I'm just going to look at sort of the shape of this oval, and I'm just thinking about, I'll use a different color so you can see. I'm just thinking about this, 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 this. So that's sort of the simple shape. And the ears, pretty simple like this. And if you keep that in mind, then all you have to do is transfer that over to your artwork. So I'm going to make a center line here, just for the center line down his head. And I always make a little circle just where I want the snout to start. And another thing that I do is I sort of make a ridge around where the eyes are, here. And that just gives me a guide, so now I can draw his eyes. Bring my art a little bit closer. Okay, so now we can just sort of just shape the head and just make it close to his head shape. So we have like that. And then we'll just bring these lines down. And I'm just following the basic shapes of his nose. Okay. Now his eyes are fairly straight across, so if we want to do that straightness, give him a little bit of an attitude. And then I always mark the eye socket. So that's just like the space where his eye are. I always make this arc around, and then I make a little bit of space underneath. Let me just follow the shape up and give him some big ears. Just keeping it really simple. Now his mouth is hidden, but I definitely want to show his mouth, so we're just going to come right up to here. We'll just sort of cheat his mouth so you can see it. And we give him a little bit of this. He is very dark. His eyes are very dark, so I'm just going to sort of color in underneath his eyes. And I'm going to color in all of that eye socket area. Just to give him those dark eyes. And we can see his nose is darker down here, but not too dark so you can't see the lines. And then his nose is a little darker up here. And his snout is darker, so I'm going to make his snout a little bit darker, like that. And if we want to give him a certain personality, like if we want him to be angry, you can sort of give him that sort of, let me fix his eye a little bit. Gotta make sure the eyes are sort of level with each other. And the eyebrow, it doesn't, I mean, obviously some animals don't have, most animals don't have eyebrows, except for us. I think that's a fact. But the eyebrows really show a lot of emotion. Because if we wanted him happy, we'll make his eyes really big. And another thing you want to do is you want to keep your eyes the same size. If you want him happier, make his eyes nice and big. And then make these arcs up top nice and high. Okay, and then we can give him a little bit of these little marks. Since he has these two little black spots there, make him a little lower down. And then we can just give him some ears and just fake some hair coming out of his ears. I'll give him some bigger eyes. I think that looks better. So that's pretty much just a quick sketch on how I do certain creatures. I'm gonna make sure his mouth is nice and dark so you can really see it. You don't want it to really blend in with the rest of the sketch. And we'll give him some cheeks. I just erase off a little bit of this area. It'll sort of just make it look like his cheeks. And I'll use Sketchmaster too if I want to just darken up certain areas. Because this brush is nice and thick, so I'll just use that to go over, but it's light, so I'll just go over the dark areas. And even the rest of them, I can give them a little bit of a shade here. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at DrugFreeDave. And don't forget to join my private Facebook group, Procreate Tutorials and Guidance. Check me out on Facebook. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And as always, keep drawing, and I'll see you in the next video.